Hey Blaze, happy evening, y'all. How are you? Hey, what up, Christopher? How you doing, brother? Taylor, good evening. Yo, what up, Kevin? Long time no see, dude. The moon time, it is. A little bit of moon. I think we're gonna do some moon and Jupiter. Moon and Jupiter. Probably gonna be the two targets we go for tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a great night. Yo, V-Town, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Hey, Vincent, what's up, man? How's your night, brother? How you doing? Let me see if I can get up. I'm working on. I was trying to get the actual live chat. That's what I was trying to do. Get YouTube Studio up here. Here. See if I can get all this clicked through. Live chat. Pop out. There we go. Should be a little better. Be able to read the chat a little bit better. Hey Mark, how you doing? And Nebula Galaxy, yeah, absolutely. We do live stream. Hey Ron, how you doing? Good evening, buddy. Good evening. We do all kinds of wild stuff here. Between our moon, planets, moons around planets, galaxy nebulae, globular clusters, stellar nurseries, even meteor showers. There's a lot of things that we can do. Having new toys, we got quite a bit of new stuff, man. We got the new Deep Sky, or the Deep Space photography system with its own mount. So that's a lot of fun. Quite a bit of new stuff in the observatory now. New showers coming up. There's like 4 active meteor showers right now. We're definitely in a meteor season. This telescope right here is the 8SC. 8SC from Celestron. One we're currently using. To the eyepiece or computer. This is connected to a dedicated camera on the back of the telescope, which gets connected to the computer and then goes through Streamlabs out to YouTube and other platforms. Are you panning or is that the moon moving? This is Earth's rotation. I'm panning a little bit here and there, but like right now, this is Earth's rotation right here. This is how fast we're rotating around. Absolutely. I do. No, I know who you are. I definitely know who you are. I'm pretty good with the names. Jenny! What up, Jenny? I definitely remember you, Kevin. Always try to look at the name in the profile picture. Usually connect it pretty quickly. There's some really beautiful impact craters up here on this side of the moon right here. You guys see the central peaks inside these impact craters? Actually really beautiful. Look into the eyepiece that way you will see also. That is correct. Yep. Is Kevin on there as well? His name was Kevin on there as well. Hi Veronica, how are you? You go to Jupiter later now. Here shortly we'll go to Jupiter. It's just now passing between the east and west part of the sky. So once it gets here a little bit further into the west part of the sky, it'll make it a little bit easier to go to and track. That's preaching, what? Look at the profile picture. That's how I always remember it. Always remember based off his profile picture. Really easy to remember on that one. Have you been interested in space since I was 8 years old? It's been a minute. It is very beautiful, Veronica. Glad to have you, by the way. Every now and then we're losing a little bit of focus. You can see we lose a little bit of focus, then we get a little bit back. It looks like the atmosphere is being a little bit hectic with us. I'll try to hit the focuser a bit here, see if it helps us any. But definitely looks like the atmosphere tonight is being see if I can continue to focus a little better. Some nights you just get those kind of nights. Today was such a beautiful day here in Kansas City too. Nothing surprises me at this point. You have a beautiful day, you know it's just going to be kind of a wild night. Yeah, it's going to kind of come into focus and out of focus at times. Brightest moon this year, isn't it? It last month's actually was. last month's supermoon in November was the brightest moon of the year. They're very well defined. Yeah, absolutely. When you look over here, like towards the Terminator line, which is what we see here, it's so amazing how the shadows on the moon work without the atmosphere, light bouncing off different elements in the atmosphere. So they're very, very crisp. Like if you put your hand into the shadow on the moon, you just won't see it. Like it will be completely gone for you. Super crisp. That's what makes it really gorgeous to be able to view our moon. Taking us into my classmate. Found Jupiter and Saturn ones, and they keep saying your eyes and telescope thing. Why are the craters more visible on the edge compared to the center? So we're talking about, like when we're looking over here, this is going to be where the Terminator line is, or basically the separation between the daylight and the night phase of the moon itself. And so here you got all the shadows going right inside the impact craters compared to what you see over here, where it's a little bit less defined because the sun is reflecting light more straight on pretty much. And you don't have as much shadow, giving that really cool effect. Shadow, this little dust. Oh, I got you. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Impactor. Yeah, like impactors, like meteors, comets, things like that. Meteoroids, micrometeoroids, space trash. Nowadays you got to worry about space trash impacting the moon. Hey, little hand, how are you? Good morning. How can we go live now? When it's clear. Same as I did when I was on the other platforms. Ever found a comet or nebula? Like actually discovered one? I've never discovered one, but obviously we go for them and take photographs a lot. You say you've seen live impact. I've seen videos of live impacts that are confirmed. The last one I've seen was from a Japanese astronomer. It was like 2019. Back in 19. Yeah, it looked horrible. Sometimes the moon can be kind of tough to stream. Sometimes it can be kind of tough to stream. It's so dang bright that you got to figure out like all your balances. It can be kind of tough to do. Church of Highlight, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, it can be tough to stream though. Especially like the moon, Jupiter, stuff like that. Like trying to keep your focus and everything going. A lot going on for sure. These impact craters over here are definitely my favorite tonight. Like right here on this edge. Really like these impact craters on this edge. Always look the same for the most part, yeah. I didn't want the old NASA boosters crash. It was a Chinese booster. The one that smacked into the moon a couple years ago. That was a Chinese booster, Chinese rocket booster. Are these impact holes that you're looking at? Yep, these are impact craters. I don't know that I'd call them holes, but craters. Everything has been pummeled, yeah. Most of what we see here, though, is from the Great Bombardment period. Most of the impact craters that we see on the moon from the Great Bombardment period. Water level we're viewing from about 2.7, roughly about 2.7. Gonna be looking more towards like the south pole of the moon here. Got Tycho impact crater coming in. We gotta go over to it. See the beautiful Tycho impact crater here, the belly button on the moon. And some of the ejecta, the lines that we see coming out of it. And the craters ain't the same depth, they're not. He's going. Relax for a bit. Hey, how's it going? How's your night? How are you doing? Yeah, what you're doing? Need to add my telescope line. What's going on? You're gonna have to have a go-to mount. You have to get a go-to mount. Two dots flying around the edges. probably better than. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, very well in the dirty lens. If I can focus a little bit more again. There we go. Try that. You have to be a great size in. Any idea how big they are? On the average, about 20 miles. Most of what we see here are very large, though. But on average, they're about 20 miles wide in radius. And the first thing that you view with the telescope, Saturn. Around in the distance. We see other moons that have a similar shape to our moon. Pink Floyd music would be great. Yeah, but YouTube don't like that. They got an issue of copyright. I think so, but I appreciate it, but Saturn was Sadler 11. First time I saw it. I remember seeing it. It was like super small when I seen it as well. Wasn't too bad though. What are the bright white spots? Younger impact craters. Younger impact craters on the moon where the solar wind hasn't been able to dim them down, per se, compared to what we see at the rest of the moon. But it's younger debris that has been uncrusted during impacts. Move up, you're out. You're gonna need a go-to mount. You'll need a go-to mount to get it to move with you. Big telescopers at coming to fast track. We can track them. We've done comments. We got 3i last night, actually. I should say this past morning. We did 3i and we did K1. So we did 3i Atlas and K1 Atlas. Hey Daniel, how's it going? Welcome in. Glad to have you. The edge does look wild. It really does. And these are some really gorgeous impact craters right here. Let me see if I can let's actually track it right here for a minute. Let it kind of slide in just a bit. Try track it about here. I want to pull it up just a bit as well. These are some really, really gorgeous impact craters right here. Like, I actually like the view of these ones. See if I can give us a little bit more brightness too. I don't know how well you guys can see it. But look at some of these impact craters. We're going to zoom in real quick though. Let me pull it down a little bit more. Check out how beautiful that impact crater is. You can see just how complex the central peak is inside the impact crater. That's really cool. Actually really, really cool. See if we can focus a little better though. Go this way first. That's a little bit better. Try one more. See how crazy cool that the central peak is inside that impact crater? Very complex. A lot going on there. This is the moon. It is. I think that's just really cool. That impact crater is just stunning. That's up close telescope. Kind of back up a little bit again. Looking through telescope. Comparison point for how big that crater is. That one there is probably pushing about like 80 miles wide. That's a really big one. That's probably 70 to 80 miles wide at least. That's a really big impact crater. And there for Tycho. Tycho's awesome. I really like Tycho impact crater. It's one of my favorites. See some of the mountain ranges around the Sea of Crisis right here. Check out some of the mountains. You can even see how far the shadows are just being casted up there on like the right side of that dark patch. The dark patch is the Sea of Crisis. But look at the shadows on the right side. It's crazy. This is the 8SC from Celestron. Their depth gets down to about 7 miles deep. Anything from Sangreen to 7 miles deep. 7 miles the deepest impact crater. How do impact happens? Large impacts about once every 10,000 years, but actual impacts from like micrometeoroids constantly happens a lot. Flat-formed, the area that you see here, it's really, really flat. That's bosonic lava. Most of the impacts that we see come from the Great Bombardment period, and that's about like 3.5 to 4 billion years ago. And then during these large impacts, it kind of opened up the crust a bit, and then lava was able to come up and fill in these regions, these lower regions. And this is old ancient bosonic lava now solidified. See how deep they are. You really can't. Yeah, the shadows really help kind of make out a lot of the definition on some of these impact craters. Makes it really interesting. Hi, Dama. How you doing? Lava on the moon, yep. Ancient lava on the moon. Look at the planets. I've seen like 5 Jupiter moon. Yeah, we can see 4 Jupiter's moon. The Galilean moons. There's lava in them. That's used to be. We don't know if there's still lava near its core or not. But this is ancient solidified lava here, or bosonic lava. It is not hollow. No, it has an iron core. Small iron core. Yep, the dark stuff is the lava. Also, why they like to land on them. They're like the Apollo mission, the Apollo 11, 17, 15, 14, and 12 all landed in these regions where 16 landed a little bit out, more in the highlands. This is the 8SC, Celestron 8SC telescope. There's some really beautiful impact craters over here as well. Kind of come over here just a bit, around the edge there. Kind of stunning. Oh, there's no allegedly. We can easily test it and see if it's real. Can you see what's left from behind? No, like for example, so here's the and here's the problems with it. I know this kind of comes up a lot. Here's the Sea of Tranquility right here, where the Apollo 11 mission landed. This dark mass. It's about the size of Texas. So imagine seeing like a 3 foot by 5 foot flag, and something like that. We're looking at the moon. Currently looking at the moon. You saw the movie Moonfall yesterday. Oh, that's so cool. They actually landed over here by the Sea of Crisis. By the way, that little dark mass right there, where they landed on that movie. Hey Johnny, how's it going, buddy? Too cloudy where you live? Oh, no way. Horrible. It's been a really cloudy year though. This whole year has just been nothing but clouds. How I know all this? Well, one day I was chewing my toenails and it just came to me. Have been an amazing crater. Oh, absolutely. I think it's really beautiful. Just how nothing else connects to it. Just such a beautiful view over there. Here soon we'll see Shrek on, right next to it. You can see what almost looks like Shrek over here. Just need another night to get through it. There's city instruction highways. There's not. Thought there was land or something bigger than the flag left behind. There are, but they're going to be really small still. Like really, really small objects. But just kind of put it in perspective. Like, again, that was about the size of Texas. So imagine observing Texas from that distance and trying to see like a car. Now, you can go look at China, India, Japan, Russia, all took photographs of them. A lot of the objects. India actually did a really good job of taking photographs, getting really nice high definition photographs. But you can also look at the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, the LRO. They definitely show all the different things. And India actually picked up even the trails where they actually walked. I thought that was very interesting. You don't call these impact craters? Okay, cool story. This live? We're recording this live right now. We're looking at it live. Yo, Johnny, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. left on the moon. It's just so hard to bring it back. You need a lot more fuel to be able to bring stuff back. There's like a lot of trash on the moon. A lot of trash that you just have to leave on the moon, not bring back with you. Just because of the cost of fuel. Or the amount of fuel you need. That dude says, that's a bullcrap lies. I mean, we're in a space race with a country called USSR. They even confirmed that we land there. Like, they would love nothing more. Even today, like Russia would love nothing more but to make America look like fools at the end of the day, right? But clearly they know that we landed there. They took photographs. They were the first ones to actually get to the moon and take photographs. They even took the first photographs of the far side of the moon, back with Luna 3 back in the 1950s. Hey Tony, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for the high five, brother. Appreciate it. Potato chips, bags, and pizza boxes. That'd be really funny. Switch objects to look at, or do you only look at the moon? No, we do different things. We do different things. This is a real moon, it is. Series of SAS, both of them. Series is really easy to spot, by the way. Oh, that's not a waste of time. I appreciate it, Brendan. Glad to have you, buddy. There are pictures of the far side, not the dark side, but the far side. Even the far side receives sunlight. Also receives sunlight. Think we can catch an impact on video? We'll know when it's coming. So it'd be hard to say we'll know when it's coming because it has to be a relatively large object coming through. Doesn't mean that's not possible, though. There are times that you'd be able to catch something like that, for example. Ever seen Alien Fallen Angel? I've never seen anything like that. Honestly, I haven't. What I see is what you see. What I see is what y'all see. Speak Spanish? Okay. Mi idioma is English. There. Not too far. I'm not too sure what that even means. Ever have a satellite fly into frame? Sometimes we do. Sometimes we capture them. Hey, Mara. Welcome back. How are you doing? What up, Jace? What up, buddy? Quick question, ¿qué pasó? Only been there. There's another wetland. That's fine, wrong. It's all good, man. Just because you ain't got a girlfriend don't mean you gotta be so angry. Lots of helium-3. That is correct. There's a lot of helium-3 on the moon. National Space Station. If it's flying over, we'd be able to capture it. How come Saturn with the Saturn down the mountain? Because Saturn's super massive. Saturn is super massive compared to something like the Flagger, the rover, or something like that. Just a really massive object. It's like 5 hours in 31. Oh, is it gonna look like Josh? No way, dude. I have to keep trying. The data is good, I assume. I'm just trying to do the mosaic. Give it a little bit of an issue. Remember telescope see the letter. No, you need something like a half mile wide. It's called an angular resolution, by the way. Angular resolution is the definition for, and you can look up the angular resolution for anything at the end of the day. But what you do is you're looking at how far away is the object you're looking for, how big is it, and how big of optics you need to be able to see. And this is true even in like photography. Let's see Saturn on telescope. It's actually really beautiful. I do enjoy Saturn in this telescope. This telescope does a really good job with it. That means most of those in place. That's their whole life trying to prove no one's been on. I got no clue. Honestly, I don't know. What's the oddest or most alarming thing that I've ever seen in space? Honestly, nothing. Just people in my chat. Like, space is this. This is pretty much what we see. Have you started decorating for Christmas? I have. That I have. Hey, Melissa, welcome in. How's Colorado skies tonight? This one's the 8SE. Celestron 8SE tonight. The one I'm currently using. Let me kind of bring the Sea of Crisis back up here. A lot of good details right here. Some really beautiful areas. Hey, what up, Alex? How you doing? Hello, Jason. Thank you so much. I see Idiom. I don't know how to say your name. Thanks for the thumbs up. And Jason again. Thank you for the floating hearts. Am I near the equator? I am not. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. Cost of that telescope about $1,600. Roughly about $1,600 for this telescope. do you think you'll be able to check it out? We live streamed it 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago. It's been a minute since we live streamed Saturn. It's been a few nights ago though. We'll be able to do Jupiter here quickly. We'll be able to swing over and check out Jupiter here shortly. Or the Apollo 11 site. Apollo 11. Yeah, let's go to Apollo 11. That kind of dripped over here for just a second. Kind of pulled up. So here's the Sea of Tranquility, this dark mass. If you look at right down here at the bottom, let me kind of pull it up. There's like that little notch it comes down. That's a Bay of Roughness coming out of the Sea of Tranquility. But right where that notch comes down, there's that bright impact crater inside the dark area just to the left of where it comes down. And then you go up just a bit and to the left, and that's where Apollo 11 landed. Mars some night, eventually. Probably going to be like February, March before we get to Mars. It's still really close to the sun in our perspective. You're watching this thing. Got rain, of course. Dang, man, no way. Jason, thank you for the 100, buddy. Thank you so much. Wait for Jupiter. Got your attention, best live. Appreciate it, man. Jupiter's really beautiful. The Great Red Spot, by the way, is coming around. Let's see if we can swing over to it and check it out. I did see the Great Red Spot just a bit ago. See if I can swing over to it real quick. Ricardo and Cali. Hey, how's it going, buddy? How's Cali's, guys? You guys warming up finally or no? Finally starting to warm up for y'all. Kind of pulled up just a bit. Got to get a little bit more brightness on it. Crazy amount of brightness. See if we can focus it enough. I know I seen the Great Red Spot just a bit ago. See if we can get it in focus here. Oh, we need a lot more brightness. Get brighter. Alright, see if we can get in focus first. Starting to see the moons on the left. You guys see the moons right there on the left side? Get in focus here, here, getting closer. Need some more brightness here. I see 3 moons on the left side. Very nice. You guys see the third one just on the left of the screen. Let's see if I'm pulled over a little better. See 3 moons right there. Actually, all 4. I see the 4th one right over here. There's the 4 Galilean moons, all on the same side tonight. That's pretty cool. SLS, I love technology. You mean the things that we don't need anymore because now we live in modern days? Need much better technology. I think I just turned off the camera on accident there. How did I do that? See if I can get the camera to come back on. This camera's been acting all wonky since it got cold out. I may have to actually restart SharpCap here. Yeah, let me restart SharpCap. It's been getting all wonky since the cold weather came through. Get off my screen, we'll start a new one. See the moons. Ain't that really cool? Getting to see the Galilean moons. Alright, see if I can get it loaded back up here. And of course it's not connecting. Let me unplug the camera and plug it back in. You guys want to see the telescope real quick too. Show you guys that I do that. Pull up the camera here. There you go. Oh, camera's not even pointing at it. Alright, 2 seconds, let's fix it. Alright, let's see if that actually connects now. Silly camera. Can see me? Okay, old story. Old story. Wow, that's cool. There we go. Now we got him again. Alright, let's see here. Now you can definitely see the moons there, right? Can you all see the moons easily or no? Let me kind of back up a little bit too. Should be able to see all 4 moons of Jupiter. Yo, Jason, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Get rid of all that brightness real quick. Actually see it a little better. So the Great Red Spot's right on the edge. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right on the right side. We'll stack it too. Let's try to get a little better focus first. Let's see if we can stack it. See what happens here. That's a really cool process, by the way. So here's what it looks like raw, and then what it looks like when you just continue to stack a bunch of the frames on top of each other. Get this a little bit higher resolution or better view. It's really cool. You can see the great red spot there on the right side. Ain't that awesome? Actually a really beautiful view too. Alright, let's turn on stacking. There's what Jupiter's looking like this morning. This Jupiter right here. Beautiful Jupiter. Right, let's make sure our settings are right. Look okay. I want to speed up the camera again. We'll swing back over to the moon. You can kind of see Jupiter out there still. We'll swing back over to the moon again. Kind of bounce between the two different objects tonight. The moon. There we go. 3, 2, 1. We on our way. That's your planet. That's awesome. That's super cool. It's a beautiful planet too. Jupiter's really a beautiful planet. Very majestic. Alright, let's come over here real quick. We'll get the brightness up a little better too. If I can turn it up here. Ooh, flashbang, y'all. My bad. Didn't mean to flashbang everybody. There we go. Back to the moon. See more with the C11. I know, I need to put the C11 back up there. I just don't want to do it. Just haven't wanted to actually just set it up. I real it is, yeah. Hi Jerry, good evening. How are you? How's your night? Nibiru don't exist. In some videos I research. That's a ticket. Yeah, stacking is the way to go. Stacking does an amazing job. This type of content is astronomy. We do astronomy here. Sea of Tranquility be off in this direction. First you got to go by the Sea of Fecundity, which is that one there. And then Sea of Christ is the one on top, right? But then the Sea of Tranquility is right up here. Right here. Let's see if we can fix this, the coloring too. About some of the brightness here. Let's fix our colors. Kind of wild. Bring that down. Give us a little bit more brightness that way. I should be able to see the moon a little bit better. But there's a Sea of Tranquility. And see that dust spot right there? That little tiny ring? Like kind of in the center left side. That's a dust spot on the camera. I need to clean the cameras, y'all. You forgot to tell me to clean the cameras. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Answer how to achieve light speed. You can't. Nothing has suggested we can't achieve light speed. Strike been filmed before? They have been. Yeah, absolutely. There has been captured impact from the moon. Get a little bit more brightness here. Really beautiful impact craters right here. I like these two. These two are well defined currently. Very beautiful impact craters. This telescope, the 8SE, Celestron 8SE. What camera am I using? The SV305C Pro. Let me see if I can get it to come up and chat it here. Chatty chat. There we go. See if it comes up. And then, let me turn off tracking here. Let's let it kind of drift through our view. Enjoy the view of the moon. Probably even back up a little bit more. Yo, Ben, thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, bud. I can get my chat back over here a little better. There we go. Vern, thank you so much, by the way. Thank you for the owl. Thanks, buddy. Interface observatory. They rate the poor neglected equipment, right? the first person to map out the solar system. Copernicus did a pretty dang good job in his original idea, even though he was still off. But Copernicus did a pretty good job. Kepler did a wonderful job. Aristarchus did a wonderful job. This is the moon. It is. It is. And Tracy is no sé si like como uno más hora. Jupiter close. We just did Jupiter. Just did it for a minute. You see anything during the day? Yeah, the sun. Sometimes you can make out like Jupiter and the moon if you're really good. Saturn. But Jupiter and the moon are pretty easy, like decent to do during that day. Get to get the SV105 and take another stab with the giant adapter. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. Oh, we got way too much brightness over here. Way too much brightness. This is gonna be a Tycho impact crater right here. That's coming by. Or if it's a camera. This is Earth's rotation right now. What we are currently watching is Earth's rotation. We're letting the telescope just set still. Not tracking it at all. I'm letting it go. World most little things. That's not fun. There's the moon. What's up, Christina? How you doing? I believe. How you doing? Good evening. Hey, Sunny. How's it going? How's your night? These are some really beautiful impact craters over here. Look how amazing this view right here is. And again, we got the Terminator line coming around on this side. That's why we're starting to see these impact craters a little easier. Had the book, like, oh, no way, you read the book 5 times. That's so cool. Hi, Mila. How are you? I can help you, Roman. Mustafa. Can you see the ISS? It's flying over. Not flying over currently. I don't know. I don't have the answer if we can time travel if we go through a black hole. Honestly, don't have the answer for you. Name of that big impact crater. This one right here is Tycho. This is a Tycho impact crater named after Tycho Brun. It's a really beautiful impact crater too. It's about 53 miles wide, just over 2.5 miles deep. Roughly 108 million years old. It's a gorgeous impact crater too on the moon. It's the youngest large impact crater on the moon. It has so many impact craters. There's so many on the moon. Hi Cindy, how are you? Can I come back up here a little bit again? Got the Sea of Crisis right there on the right. Kind of a cool region. Really beautiful region. See if we can reach speed of light. That's great. Good time travel. Not to go back in time. I don't know. I enjoy the time that we live in. Youngest large impact crater on the moon. That is correct. Mine's large in this case. Large in its own definition. Something that's fairly large and young, which would be Tycho. But large would be probably anything over like 50 miles in radius. I'm not sure that there's a true definition to it. But large in perspective for us. The largest, youngest impact crater. Be the easier way to say it, probably. Where the base is at? Never seen bases. It is the moon. It is. Impala sites. We can see the landing areas. Like we're coming up, we just left where 17's at. Coming up to where about 15's at. Get it kind of centered up a little bit. And the mountain ranges here. Just on the dark area coming in on the left side. So that'll be the Sea of Showers. Kind of on the right side where it goes into the Sea of Serenity, which is now getting outside the view. On the bottom side, you got the Mount Huygens region there, which is the highest mountain of the moon. That's about where 15 landed. Flashlight, I've never seen them. No. Biggest impact crater on the moon is Atkin Basin near the South Pole. Can't see the dark side of the moon, please, because dark side of the moon you have to hear. It's a song by Pink Floyd. It's not something you can see. You gotta listen to it. Really big sea, the one you're referring to? Ooh, over here, the one we were just looking at. Hi, Serene. How you doing? How's your night? Let's go over here. This one here, the Sea of Showers. Sea of Showers, Plato Crater on the top right. Really, really far top right. It's going to be the Sea of Cold. Got the Bay of Rainbows coming in right above Sea of Showers here. Yo, Jace, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And of course, you won't get Jenny. Nope. That's so funny. Why does it look like there's lights? Younger impact craters on the moon. Ah, thanks, Serene. Honestly, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Nicholas. Good evening. Yeah, thanks, Jace. Appreciate you, bro. I'll say thank you. Gifters are groovy. That's so true. It doesn't like it. I don't think it does. There has to be something there. Look like it kind of does. Just younger impact regions, though. Younger impact regions. Eventually the solar wind's going to come through, dim them down, and we need more younger impact craters, so we'll have a different view eventually. Gorilla, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Piece of mankind. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Is this a video or is it live? This is live right now. Absolutely, Jace. I appreciate it, bro. I'll say thank you. How do you become a member? The bottom right. Bottom right, I think there's like a $sign or something. You'd have to click it. Look like it because they're crisp. Yeah, it's very crisp view tonight. It's really nice view. But just younger impact craters, younger regions that got impacted. Some of the material that gets uncovered during the impact. It's got a high ability, reflectivity. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Bringing by a telescope like this, Amazon. Honestly, you can get this same telescope I'm using right now off Amazon. Come across an anomaly that makes you question the fact that how massive and big the universe is. I mean, it's massive and big. I don't know exactly what you mean to that point, though. I mean, it's massive and big. Absolutely. Hey, thanks, Real. I appreciate it, bro. Price range for this telescope is about 1,600 roughly. Scary to think about sometimes how massive the universe is. Yeah, it is massive, very hard to fantasize. Very hard to just even put it in your mind and just kind of think about it. Oh, thanks, Murder. Appreciate you. Into the moon that face the Earth. Where they come from? In between us. There's a lot of space between us and the moon. A lot of space. You can see volcanoes from your view, not on the moon. We see the Bosniak lava regions, these dark mass regions. There's lava tubes, but there's no actual, like, volcano. Just, lava that flowed up during impacts. Is there water on the moon? There is. Ice water. We do find ice water on the moon. Andy, glad to have you, buddy. Definitely glad to have you. It is not geographically active anymore. That is correct. Seem to be the same depth? Not really. You can see the difference when you're really looking at the impact craters. Kind of study like the shadows when they're really close to each other. Yeah, I don't even think we can imagine how big the solar system is. I think that's the thing. It's hard for a person to even imagine how big the solar system is, let alone the universe itself, or even just our galaxy. It's a moon slowly turning red. It is not. It is not. Why are the spots glowing? It's just younger impact regions. Higher reflectivity. Hey Dave from Georgia, how you doing, buddy? How long have I been streaming? Tonight or like streaming? Can we see planets? We can. Oh, tonight. About 47 minutes right now. 1970s, yeah. It's not even close to the outside of the solar system yet, though. It has a long ways to go. Still has a long ways to go. It's about a light day away at this point. I appreciate it, man. Honestly, thank you. Where's yours? That's correct, Brendan. Yep. I live in Roswell. Very awesome. Does it rain on the moon? It does not. No atmosphere on the moon. There's an exosphere, but not an atmosphere. Ravina from Singapore. Welcome in, Ravina. What's the hardest object for you to spot in your telescope? Comments. Comments always tend to be the hardest and most challenging ones to get. I won't lie. Mercury or Venus? We can't. They're just not about the horizon currently, though. Morning, John. How are you? Good morning. Morning, good morning. Mars not above the horizon either. And honestly, no. I've never had. A modern Voyager mission. Oh, that'd be so cool. Absolutely, it would be really cool. Hey, Jessica, that I found the UFO. Starlink. Seeing the Starlink satellite change, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy. How will you be able to see it with your telescope? Yeah, they're just like dots of light, though. My favorite planet, our planet. By far, our planet. Is this real? It is. Most of the impact craters are from asteroids. Shushma from Dallas. How are you? Yep, this is our beautiful moon. Hanging out the moon. You think they got a gas station on the moon? Nah, they don't. Is there any type of life on the moon? Nothing that we have observed. What's that whole spot? Which one? The one we're just looking at? Tycho, I'd assume. The one you're trying to reference. The one kind of over here. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. Where's the highest mountain on the moon? Over in the, we'll go to it in here in a minute, but over by the Sea of Showers. We'll go to it in a minute. Dave, you're in KC as well? No way. Welcome in, buddy. Where am I at? Kansas City. Right, the highest mountain is going to be Mount Huygens. We'll go over to it real quick. Try to get it kind of centered up here a little bit. Right about in the center there. Be Mount Huygens. part of the impact. It is eject debris that was blown out during the impact. What is the highest temperature that's been taken on the moon? Somewhere around like 240 degrees roughly. Oh, you're south of Olathe. Okay, I got you. Olathe is a beautiful area. You think the moon is potentially hollow? It is not. If it was hollow, it just crushed in on itself. It has an iron core though. Kansas City, Kansas is, yeah. Not as big as Kansas City, Missouri though. Was there life before Earth on the moon? No. Are you in Topeka? Very nice. Yo, Jovan, thank you so much, buddy. Did it ring like a bell? It did. Reverberation. In a sense, it didn't actually ring like a bell, but reverberation. Mars before it. That's a good question. Still don't have the answer. Dalton, thank you for the happy poop, bud. Does Andromeda look like through the telescope? It's not too bad. With the moon as bright as it is, it's hard to do, obviously, but it actually comes in really nice on this one. Renee says, no one landed on the moon ever. Cool story. Cool story. One of the landers didn't see a tranquility. That's correct. Apollo 11 landed didn't see a tranquility. See a tranquility coming up in the center right here. Let's see a tranquility right there, a dark mass. Hi Norma, how are you doing? How's New York? Still cold out there? To Jupiter, we will here in a bit. We'll go back to Jupiter in just a bit. Sounds good, Christina. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Moon has so many impact craters from the asteroids that are visible, and the Earth doesn't. We kind of do. We had quite a bit, but we have an atmosphere now that burns things up as they come through, obviously. And we have what's called sediment changes. Sediment change is going to be the biggest factor that we have, where we don't see that on the moon itself. Look at Andromeda now. No, it'd be really hard with how bright the moon is. It would just, all the light from the moon makes it really hard to see faint objects. Bright white specks, younger impact craters on the moon. You perceive the moon's rotation. I mean, if you want to set that for 27.3 days, then you can see it make that full rotation. But we perceive it just by watching the moon itself. Like, we always see the same side, therefore we know it has to be rotating. Apparently we were absolutely peppered by asteroids. Yeah, absolutely. There's no lights. These are younger impact craters. Just higher reflectivity. Hey, what up, Linda? How you doing? I'm great. How's your day? Ever caught big one on camera? They have been. There has been recorded live impacts. What makes them glow? It's just younger. Like, it's debris that's been uncovered from the crust. And what happens here is the solar wind so high in radiation that when it goes through, it dims stuff down. And so what you're seeing is the difference between the 12, like on average, it's about 12% of the sunlight gets reflected off the moon, but these areas are a little bit higher, obviously. Then you can see some of the other regions that are going to be a little less as far as the alveoli goes. I've never seen a live impact personally, not me. Telescope size, it's an 8-inch telescope. It does smoke, or is it just a bright star? We see the dust ring around Andromeda. We can make it out pretty well. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, what planet Mars? There used to be life many years ago. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have the answer. Honestly, don't have the answer. sure they saw lights on the moon, brother. So, like inside some of the impact craters where some of the dust is kind of coming up, there's things that do get caused by friction, which causes kind of like a flash effect. And that is seen. Imagine reading, place them in the right coordinates. It's tough. I've been doing this for so long. It's really tough, to be honest. I've been live streaming for quite a while now. You get used to it. Telescope tonight, 8SE. The Celestron 8SE. Your telescope when you had a point at the sun. Turn you, oh, sea cutters, oh, in the seas. I got you, yeah. Got to get the exposure turned down on your phone. It's relatively dense, like on the far side, but not as much on this side because we're pulling on it. I mean, it's not that dense of itself, though. Like when you talk about the moon, it's not like super, super dense. You gotta leave work on an ATV? That's crazy. No way. Telescope portable is too heavy. I mean, I guess you can take it with you, but this is a heavy telescope. It's a relatively heavy telescope. Still glowing when you load the exposure. You might look into like a moon filter. It might help you a little bit. Moon filter might help just a bit. Talking to you is where this thing I've done. Nice. Have a good night, Gorilla. Thanks for hanging out with us. How often does the moon actually get impacted? Often, like very, very often from micro meteoroids. Like every time you go out and see them meteors go through the sky, the shooting stars, the atmosphere here obviously burns them up, but the moon don't have an atmosphere, so things just pelt it all the time. But like large impacts, about once every about 10,000 years, roughly. Have I ever seen a comet hit the moon? No, no one has. Can you show the telescope? Yeah, absolutely. I'll put it up here real quick. Telescope we're using right there. That's the one we're currently using. Helicopter activity on the moon. Like, I've never seen it, not with my equipment. Personally, I have not with my equipment. The second moon, the quasi moon. Yeah, I know of it. Sputnik 1, 2, what about them? Live feed from the moon. And it's a live view of the moon right now. Only that you can see it moving. So what we're seeing right now is Earth's rotation. What we're watching right now is Earth's rotation currently. But we can actually track it too. Let me get it kind of set up here. We'll enable tracking on the moon. And then the mount will actually track it through the sky, of course. But then we're kind of like static. We're just sitting here looking at the same area, and then I always got to move it around manually and try to find a good position. So it's kind of fun. Let it just kind of drift through the view here. Can see into the planets. Yeah, absolutely. Burn up in our atmosphere? No, have not. You wouldn't want to see a comet come into our atmosphere. Really, really beautiful impact regions. Like impacts on the craters are just so gorgeous. Some of my favorite. Camera mounted on 8SE. Heavily buy a star for someone you love. No, it's a fraud. Don't do it. Yo, NGC, how you doing? How's your night? Yeah, never buy one of the stars. That's a fraud. Temperature on the moon right now, at what location? On the side facing us, it's relatively hot. It's gonna be like 220, 240. Hey, Balka, good morning. What up, Robert? Good morning. What do you say when them craters are? On average, about 20 miles. Roughly about 20 miles, but let's go look at Tycho. Tycho's about 53 miles wide. Big old bright impact crater down here. Kind of give it a little bit of perspective. This one right here is about 53 miles wide. As a moon status, it'd have to be permanently captured to become a moon itself instead of a quasi-moon. Hi Colette, how are you? How's your day? Goes in orange to see the clouds through. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really awesome. Being like really close to Jupiter would be an amazing view. It would be really insane. Pato from Brazil, welcome in. Under distraction upon impact, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Even just looking at the debris field here, all the ejecta, you see all the lines coming out from it. It reaches out about 1,600 miles. Like, that's a crazy impactor. See the ejecta coming out, the lines here. Really crazy. Maheen from the UK, welcome in. NTI Atlas hit the moon, and then it hit the moon, but it's not going to. Ours is going to get. Hey, what up, Lori? 39 degrees. That's not too bad, though. Void with no stars. No, you gotta have exposure turned up to get stars to come in. Check it for details. We can do that. We can definitely stack it. Gonna go. Let's do this one here. That's actually a really, really beautiful impact crater. Let's see if we can stack it here. Stack. Correct the coloring. It's actually a really beautiful impact crater right here. See how like crazy the central peak is inside of it. That's crazy, isn't it? Here's what it looks like not stacked, and then stacking it. So we're taking all the frames and just putting them on top of each other and lining them up. Get that better definition view. It's pretty cool though. Do it again up here. Zoom out a little bit and you can see the actual stacked view. It's crazy. Raw, stacked. Really gorgeous. Really beautiful. Must be cheesy, yeah. I had to align the colors. This crater here, not too deep. This one's probably pushing about 2 miles roughly. Not too terribly deep. This telescope's the 8SE, Celestron 8SE. Let's see if I can, I don't know why the telescope command didn't work earlier. Let's see if I can try to get it to come through and then pin it. Mars not above the horizon. The whole setup right now, about 6,000 roughly. Right about 6,000. I guess the bot's not going to work tonight, huh? Still not working, no. Little mountain in the middle is called Central Peaks. It's a kind of a cool concept. So like if you ever think of, if you ever really think about it, like get a bowl of water out and then drop something into it and just watch right in the center, you'll see this little peak come up. And it's kind of the same effect that we see here. There's several different things that occurred though. One, some of the debris comes back down in that area and then a lot of it gets blown up from the actual impactor. And then the impactor can, if it survives and doesn't get shattered, it'll dig in a little bit and kind of push back up. But the impactors, like when we look at the impact craters themselves, the impactors are relatively small compared to the craters. The craters are like a secondary effect, like seismic wave. Basically, if you throw something into a lake or a pond, like a rock, for example, you see the waves come out. And that's what we see at the impact craters. Life is a Pest, how's it going? How's LA? Haven't had a chance to stop something out in years. Oh, you gotta do it, Blake. Get it out. Can we see other planets? We can. We'll see Jupiter here in just a bit. Nope, the moon is definitely a solid object, and definitely in plasma. We can see shadows on it. Can't see shadows on plasma. And on a Ross at 36 minutes. That'd be really nice. Ross is really nice. Hi, Annette. How are you? I want to keep it so it's not so bright. No filter on it. How deep are the deeper craters? The deepest impact crater is about 7 miles. Mars is not above the horizon. I can't go to Mars. Jerry said this isn't real, bro. Okay, cool. Sorry. Can you telescope see the other dwarf planets if they come into view? We can. We can definitely see dwarf planets. Absolutely. The moon's a solid piece of dairy. Nice. Like Pluto, Ganymede. Yeah, we can see those. But those obviously, like Ganymede itself is a moon. It's a moon over by Jupiter. But like Ceres, Makemake, Pluto, stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. That would definitely be a lot of milk. That is so true. Oh, thanks, James. I appreciate it. I think we're going to go for maybe 25 more minutes. I'm going to call it a night. It's already 4:07 a.m. Crazy how fast this night went by. Oh, thanks, David. Appreciate you, buddy. Charlie, you're kind of a creep, dude. That person's clearly never seen a brain cell. What are you talking about? They clearly don't see anything. Yo, what up, Sam? How you doing? Good morning. Hey, Matthew. Welcome in. This Tyler dude's kind of creepy. Kind of individual here. Oh, we mute that dude. Comes off really kind of creepy-ish. Has it ever rained on the moon? It has not. No, thanks, Colette. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jace. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, deepest impact crater on the moon. 7 miles deep. Atkin Basin, by the way. Even the largest impact crater. Oh, I know. I got it. It said something about, like, put my eye in front of the telescope so you can see in my soul or something. Super creepy. Something about it where a person puts that kind of thought into a comment. It's creepy as hell. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Good morning. I don't even know if I'd call that a troll. That was just really weird. Like, to put that in your mindset like that is super weird. I'm in Missouri. Over in Missouri. Want to see the GRS? It's going to be leaving already. It was just on the edge. It'll be taking off. Let's fly. 3, 2, 1, and wee! Let's go. Let's go find it again. Get enough brightness here, too. It'll be taking off, though. It was right on the edge. When I seen it at first, it was closer towards the center. Let's see if I pull it back up. Zoom in a little bit. Do a little bit of focus. Maybe. We get close anyways. Which way do we need to go? Take it out and then we'll come back at it. Makes it easier sometimes. Focus. Some of the brightness too. That's so much brightness. It'll be somewhere around this area somewhere. Yeah, it's already on the backside though. It already went around, it looks like. Looks like it already went around. Is it really bright or no? I can't even tell. The atmosphere is a little wild too. I can't tell how bright it actually is. Is it bright enough? Make out the bands? No, thank you, honestly. Thank you, Cindy. The moon just became a gas. Oh man. This telescope is the 8SE. Oh, we'll do meters coming up. Got some good ones coming up. How do you find the plan so fast? It's computerized. My mount's computerized. The GRS, the Great Red Spot. Massive, massive storm on Jupiter. Like a really massive storm on Jupiter. Kind of move us over here real quick. I see some moons over here. See if we can get some of the moons to come through. We got moons. Can you guys see the moons there? I got a few of them. See if we can get them to focus a little better. Make out the moons a little bit. I cannot tell how well focused they are. I'm going to take them out real quick. They're way out of focus right there. It's fairly close. Kind of make them out a little bit better now. You can see two right here. And then there's another one right there. And then one more way over here. You got all four of the Galilean moons over here right now. Really cool view. Have a really cool setup for the moons tonight. Really beautiful view on them. Bring a little bit more brightness, maybe. Jupiter just being kind of tough tonight. Oh, I'm wondering. I agree. Sometimes you just gotta live in the moment. Callisto, Europa, Ganymede, then I. Nice. And then, of course, Jupiter. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. 213, where you at? Nice, nice. 414 for me, currently. Alright, back to the moon. The moon. 31. And wrong way. Let me change our brightness again so we don't get super, super bright when we get here. Ah, we're good. We didn't get flashed too much. Iowa, nice. Very nice. Where are the stars? You got to turn up exposure. Got to turn up exposure to capture stars. Need more brightness. For example, like you can just really, really keep going up and you'll eventually get to the point where you can make out stars. Back up enough here. See if there's any bright stars near the moon currently too. Which side they're on. A few decent ones. They're not like super close though. Let's see here. Let's see if we can spot a star near the moon. Hopefully the moon just won't be like way, way, way too bright. Give you kind of perspective here. Well, I need to get a little bit further probably. We'll see. We'll see how bright it gets first. See if we can make out a star out here near the edge of the moon. Sometimes it's kind of fun to find stars. Oh, I just seen one right there. I don't know if you guys can see that one or not. Coming in. I barely see it on your guys' screen. Find a bright star here. Oh my goodness. Let me know if y'all see a star, just in case I miss it. I'm looking for a fairly bright star. One's kind of easy to see. Gonna be getting close to the moon again. Yeah, I wish there was one like really, really close. That'd been really nice. Let me see if we can find this little star here. It shows there might be one over here. We'll see if we can find one. Not seeing one here. Yeah, it's just about exposure, though. At the end of the day, all about exposure. All right, let me go back to the moon real quick. Slide this back over. Oh, flashbang. That's what exposure does, by the way. Gets really, really bright, really fast. Yeah, I only seen the 1 star. And I just took out my my mount somehow. How did that happen? Why did the mount crash? I can't even move the mount at this point. Flew over to the moon and lost control. What did I do? Disconnect. Close. Boss EQ mod. Yeah, I know. That was horrible. Hopefully I can get reconnected to the mount here. It is not reconnecting. Why is it not reconnecting? We may have to... Which side is it on? The opposite side. I gotta reboot the mount, looks like. It is not connecting at all. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Let's see if that works. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, well, let's reconnect. Ah, there we go. We're back on it. That worked. Make sure we can move. Yeah, we're good. All right. We got it back. Silly thing. The moon being angry? Yeah, kind of is, huh? The mount was definitely being angry, though. The which visible it is. The witch on the moon. There you go. Touch the moon though faster, is it the rotation? This is the Earth's rotation right now. We're watching Earth's rotation. I'm not tracking it all. If we want to track it, then this would be tracking here. Now we're going to track it for a bit. Never feel a thing, yeah. Constant. So constant you don't feel it. Saturn's already set for me. No longer above the horizon. It's already set. They're amazing. They really are. Yeah, really. The spins us right around like a record player does, so true. Entire setup that you have, guys. You don't mind me asking. Like entirety? Probably close to like 20,000 or so. Because of the light spots in the moon, younger impact craters that have a lot higher reflectivity. The debris that has higher reflectivity. I gotta listen to the garage, nice. Got clouds tonight, dang. I try to go live every night. Depends on the clouds, though. Really just depends on the clouds. Display your Christmas lights this year? I'm not too sure. Honestly, not too sure. I finally just got them all completed. Actually running. You hoping to have some auroras soon? Aurora Borealis? Of course, you want the Aurora Australis, huh? Be the Aurora Australis for you. You don't see them? Oh, do you? I got you. Gosh, jellies. The beautiful Australis. Disable tracking again. Terrestrial field cause humans kill the stream. Civilization typically construction. No. Range finder at the moon. Will that work? I don't know. I've never tried. Honestly, never tried. There's retroreflective mirrors on the moon that you can bounce a laser off of to get the distance. Hi, Joanna. How you doing? You always saying, was your hot and nice, dude? Sea lights make it up. That makes sense, Connor. That does make sense. Thank goodness for gravity, right? It is the moon. Thanks, Matthew. Thanks for subbing, but honestly, thank you so much. My toes are starting to feel the cold air. My toes are starting to feel the cold air. On the computer says, temps to jump. That's currently 26 degrees. Oh my goodness. Just way too cold. Hi, Chalice. How you doing? Where's Kiwa? Where's Kiwa at? You're out west, nice. How much staying warm? I'm inside the control room of the observatory. It does have heating, it's just not perfect by any means. My toes still get pretty cold. 21 degrees there in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Dang. I think the moon's only 357,000 feet up. No, he doesn't say that. He never once said that. You're in New Mexico, I got you. Very nice. How's the weather down there? Kind of chilly for y'all too, ain't it? Never saw an 8-binary system. It is not. It probably was back a long time ago, though. But no. Nothing leads us to believe that it would be. 26 there in Salem, Ohio. What up, Bubba? How you doing, bud? Yep, currently looking at the moon. Hanging out the moon. Somewhere there now, Colette. She's getting cranky. It's because she hadn't had any chocolate pretzels yet, huh? Last time the moon was hit by a meteor. Not too long ago. Probably like last hour or so. Like a micrometeorite, though. You're up in Winnipeg? Ooh, you know it's cold up there. Is Jupiter a failed star? It is not. Not a failed star. Talked about that was 7 miles deep, about 1,600 miles wide, roughly. It's called Atkin Basin, if you want to look it up. It's the deepest and largest impact crater on the moon. As always, winter storm hit. I got you. Dang. In Champaign-Urbana area. Very nice, Navajo. I used to live over near Decatur. Started in the as a firefighter EMT over there at a young age. In Decatur. Got some chocolate pretzels right here. Nice. I honestly like. I've tried them. I like the white chocolate covered ones. The white chocolate covered pretzels. They're all right. They're not too bad. You believe the moon is hollow? It is not. We know it has an iron core, a small iron core. Honestly, thank you, Impossibly. I appreciate it. Impossibly possible. I love your name, by the way. It's so awesome. Are all the impact craters on the moon all the same depth? They're not. Actually, not the same depth. Some are deeper than others. Green sand down to 7 miles. Crop circle, that's funny. What's your questioning for? Started eating spicier food. I do eat a lot of spicy food. Like, I eat spicy food. I don't think you can keep up with me. I love spicy food. How can we possibly know the core of the moon through the seismometers? Like when a lot of people hear that term, like it rang like a bell, which the whole point of that was to actually determine what's inside the crust. And you can actually learn based off like the moonquakes and determine what is inside the crust. There are more than 2 moons, actually. 2 moons is kind of like a clickbait article. We actually have 8 quasi-moons and then, of course, our moon. Kind of stuff. Oh man, you wouldn't be able to keep up with me, bro. Like, I like hot, spicy stuff. Like crazy spicy stuff. North Carolina Reaper sauce is like the way to go. I'm all about it. Over the moon, older than the rock in death. It's not. It's not older. There's a rock on the surface on the moon. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to read that again. Hold on. Why is a rock on the surface of the moon older than the rock in depth? So there's a lot of new debris on it from a lot of the bombardment, but not necessarily all of it. So it'd be kind of a weird statement to say the surface itself. But there's a lot of debris on the surface that would be older than the moon itself. If that kind of makes sense. Oh, ghost pepper is good. Ghost pepper is really good. Yeah, I like Carolina Reaper jam, by the way. It's really good. It's Chile capital. It is. New Mexico is. What is the one that you guys grow down there? You guys are really famous for a specific pepper. I can't even remember what it is. It's called the diamond ring over here. It's over here by the witch on the moon. Right there in the center. Right about the center. Can you see it or no? We'll have to track it. I'll try to mark it real quick. Get it tracked here. The diamond ring. Can you see it right there? Hopefully you can. I'll see if I can get the marker to work tonight. Annotate and draw. Interact. There we go. Right about here. If I can find my mouse. Ooh, it won't let me go that high. Why not? I won't let my mouse go up there. Anyways. Up in that direction there. It won't let my mouse get all the way over there. But up in that direction there. More flavor than spice. Yeah, absolutely. Cajun's really good too. Do I drink a lot of milk? I honestly don't. Not too much. Do you barely eat Takis? Hopefully you can see it up there, Dragon. The Slurpee capital. I don't know. Wait, Connor. It is on the witch's shoulder. That's great. You hear that they went to combine Reaper and the ghost pepper together? Yeah, there's like a couple different things that happen with that already too. It'd be an interesting flavor. Like I really don't care for the North Carolina Reaper flavor, but I do like the ghost pepper flavor. Like I really do like the flavor in ghost pepper. And it's like jalapeno. Like for me, like jalapeno don't have good flavor. I think it's such a bitter flavor. No, we can't see like objects. We can see the landing site, but not objects, Matthew. They're way too small for my equipment. I think it's bad. Honestly, thank you, bud. Even though it says spice, sometimes. Gets my nose running sometimes. A ghost reaper, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, that'd be super awesome. They're rotating. The moon does rotate. It's just a really long period for that rotation. It rotates as it orbits around Earth. It makes that same rotation as it takes to orbit around Earth. So about 27.3 days, roughly 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes. And then new moon to, like the lunar day cycle is 29.5 days. So because of how we orbit around the sun. So it takes a little bit longer to get through a lunar day than it takes for it to orbit around Earth. What's eggnog? You don't want to know. It's nasty, Linda. Eggnog is not good at all. Can't get another. It's not one of the hot ones. Say that. Do you see the flame on the tail? We can see the tail. We can see the coma and tail. If there's ice, then something like pizza. Oh yeah. Like baked on pizza. Absolutely. My favorite pizza is pepperoni, mushroom, and jalapenos. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the flavor of jalapenos though. We're able to see the landing site. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there needs to be something like in the future that would make it really cool, you know. Something really big, easy to spot, easy to view. That'd be really cool. It really would be. My favorite style of pizza? Chicago. Honestly, I like Chicago style. Different taste when baked. Yeah, that's true. They're definitely different. You like pickled jalapenos? I do too. Honestly, I like pickled jalapenos too. Let's try it for Sia Tranquility. Oh, my bad. We'll go to Sia Tranquility. Sia Tranquility, right here. Sia Tranquility right there. Like Detroit style pizza. It's not too far off though, right? Like Chicago and Detroit. I'm trying to think. Detroit style is really, really deep, no? I think in California they use a mix, which Kevin probably would know this, but California style is like a mix of Detroit and Chicago pizza. Like pepperoni sausage pizza. I don't like olives and stuff on my pizza. I think that's so nasty. Olives are the worst on a pizza. Like pineapple. Horrible, horrible. Close to Chicago. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That like really deep pizza. All right, Dan, have an amazing night. Good night, bud. You like New York style pizza? I don't. I really don't care for it. Not a big fan for it. I like bacon and olive oil. That's a good one. It's that pineapple and anchovies. Yeah. Pineapples do not belong on pizza. They definitely do not belong on them. The UAP. Honestly, I have not. Never seen anything like that. We have the all sky cameras here that are live on the website to everything we watch, and all this is saved. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Honestly, I haven't. A bunch of black olives out the pizza. Oh, you ate tonight? No, I can't do it. I just can't do black olives or any olives. I just can't do it for the texture. Asking about the California style pizza. Let me see. Any like California style pizza is like a mix between Detroit and Chicago, right? It's like a mixture between the two. Or is it Detroit and... Can be Detroit and New York. It has to be like Detroit and Chicago. You down the pizza and red pepper flakes. I got you. It kind of makes sense, like if you really, really drown it with red pepper. Like it'd be even better if you just don't put the pineapple on there and still drown it with red pepper flakes. Why the backside is very dark? What do you mean why the backside? Like the back of the moon, the far side of the moon? You like Supreme pizza? Not too bad. Not too bad. Red pizza. Like flatbread? Garlic Parmesan sauce instead of marinara. Yes. That sounds really good. That's actually really good. Alright, sounds cool. Colette, thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. Have an amazing night. The bright parts are just higher reflectivity. It's younger debris on the surface of the moon that makes it that it has a lot more reflectivity, say. And you can see, like, if I kind of start jacking with the exposure a little bit, the other way you can really make them out is if, let's say I do this, you can really make out the younger debris on the moon when I do something like this. And you can really make out where the younger impact craters are on the moon itself. Kind of a neat view. Picture the moon is hollow. It is not true. Not true at all. It is not hollow. But usually when you look at the moon, though, it usually is super, super bright. But when we pull it down the camera, now you can see, like, the bright spots don't show up as much as we can see here. Picture while stream the moon. Recipe on me. Right? It happens. It does happen. Have you ever seen anything really unusual? Honestly, I have not. Honestly, I haven't. Thanks for to me now. Joining tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. That's so true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Need a little bit more brightness, huh? Got kind of dark there. The moon doesn't spin. It does rotate. It does spin on its axis. Usually add to serving size. How much do you usually add to a serving size? What's that? Add what to what? Add what to the serving size? I assume you mean like a slice of pizza, but... Ooh, pesto. Chicken. Dude. Mozzarella. White sausage chicken. Dang, that sounds really good. Barbecue pizza is really good too. Like barbecue brisket pizza. You're skeptical about the solar system? What do you mean you're skeptical about the solar system? I'm not sure what that even means. What's that even mean? You're skeptical of the solar system. I don't think the solar system's really going to care either way. I'm interested, though. I kind of want to know what you mean there, Lord. I'm still not too sure what you mean. Touch facing the same, so it does spin. It does spin. The reason that you see the same side is because it does spin. And the easy way to think of this is if you hold your phone out in front of you and look at the screen, you do a 360, you're always looking at the same side of your screen. But if you turn on your camera, you'll notice it sees your whole room as you spin around, and therefore it made that rotation, did a 360. And it's the same thing with the moon. The only reason we do see the same side is because it has to rotate as it orbits around the Earth. Here's oh, Justin said it's pizza sauce. I don't know about that one. That sounds pretty fun. A small amount of scotch, whiskey, and eggnog. Ooh, no, eggnog is nasty. No fish also. Yeah, I agree. I don't like fish. Got an inch of snow there yesterday. Oh, no way, Steven. No way. Never see the other side. That's correct. We don't see the other side. Not from here on Earth. Best pizza ever. No husband in the hills. of North Cali. Oh, that's so cool, Vincent. How did Julia? What's the government tell you? I'm not too sure what you mean. What's the government tell you? Like, for example, would you trust me? I don't work for the government. I'm just an astronomer doing my own thing. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of wild because like most astronomers don't work for the government at all. I'm just kind of interested on that one though. I guess it's kind of like a logical question though, is astronomy is not based on government at all. Astronomy is based on astronomers, and the huge majority of it being amateur astronomers. Has nothing to do with the government. Do you think man will walk on the moon again soon? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do I want a wife? No. I already got one. And government spy, dang cow. But the government would even gain anything from mine about saying, yeah, absolutely. There's nothing that you'd really gain, to be honest. Yo, Ben, thanks for the high five, bud. I appreciate it. I'm sure if anyone's asked this already, but do you look at anything besides the moon here on the stream? Sometimes I look at my toes. Sometimes. Not all the time, though. But sometimes. Just sometimes. Just sometimes. Guessing check is late. That is so true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, astronomy is all time. Yeah. Astronomy don't care about the government at the end of the day. What's temperature on the moon? On the side that faces us, it gets up to like 240, 250 degrees. But on the, like as the night comes around the dark face, it drops down to like negative 220, negative 230 degrees in Fahrenheit, by the way. The moon or other planets can you see to go with the telescope? Pretty far. This telescope pick up really decent objects like galaxies, for example. Let's try this real quick, though. I got an idea. 3, 2, 1, and let's go over here real quick. I wonder how everything's perfectly aligned to Earth out there. I mean, I wouldn't say that they're like perfectly aligned to Earth. I don't know what you mean exactly by perfectly aligned to Earth. You might have to kind of explain that a little bit more. What do you mean by perfectly aligned to Earth, though? Gotta try to find this object here. Thought I'd just seen it. No, I don't see it. Let me take a photo. Let's take a photo, see if we can see some stars. I see a star. I see a few stars there. We're just out of focus that bad. Maybe. Let's see. See if I can move us over a little bit more. I don't know how we lost Jupiter from being in the center so nicely earlier. That's just kind of being wild. Pretty sure I've seen it come through. Oh, there we go. I just seen something. There's Jupiter, I think. Yeah, there's Jupiter and its moons. Get back up, yeah. There's the 4 Galilean moons right next to Jupiter, by the way. And of course, Jupiter. Super, super bright. Yo, what up, Adams? How you doing, buddy? How's your night, dude? I stay in the park. That's not true. There's two, you can actually buy property on the moon. That is not true. You cannot. Hubble telescope show more clarity. Of course it does. It's not. It don't have the atmosphere to fight with, so it does a lot better. Have you ever wondered how? Oh, that went by way too fast. The other planets beside Jupiter? Yeah, we can. There's just none above the horizon right now, though. Jupiter is Jupiter and the Moon are the best targets that are above the horizon currently. Let's see if we can focus a little better, though. Just a little bit of. Make out some of the banding on Jupiter. Really cool, though. Like I'm a sucker for moons around Jupiter. Always are. The clouds go away for you, Adam? Dang, man. How long have you had clouds now? We got property on the moon. Oh my goodness, no. Jail done in 2020, but Roger from the 19th. That's so funny. Yep, these are some of Jupiter's moons there. 3 of the 4. Europa, Ganymede, and then Io. I mean, Callisto's way, way out here. I'm gonna go back to Callisto real quick. Callisto is right there. So there's all 4 of the Galilean moons right there. Callisto being the one on the far left. And then you got Europa, and then Ganymede, and then Io, and of course Jupiter right there. My favorite galaxy? Oh man, this is a horrible camera setup for doing galaxies. This camera is not set up to do deep space. This one is a planetary camera that we're actually using currently. Those moons are massive. It's so true. Very true. How many moons Jupiter have? 97. 97 moons currently. Definitely. Okay. Where are we shooting from? Kansas City, Missouri. It's really cool to see other moons out there, though. Not every day you get to do that. Not every day. It's pretty impressive. It honestly is, for real. Like, it really is. It really is. Hi, Rachel. Good morning. In the brightness so we can see Jupiter's bands. The bands on Jupiter. We'll try. We'll see what we can do here. See what we can do. Hopefully you can see them okay. Is it bright enough or no? Probably need a little bit more focus, too. I can't tell how well the focus is, to be honest. It's like when you go the other way. A little more, maybe. Oh, wrong direction. I don't know. Can you see the bands okay or no? They're kind of coming through. Kind of fuzzy right now. Probably is. No other planets above us right now that I can actually go to. Just Jupiter. Jupiter and the Moon. The only 2 objects we can really go to currently. Yeah, the way it focus on that. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for the sub, by the way. Right there's fine, good. Bit blurry. It probably will be right now. The atmosphere is a little insane tonight. It's not horrible, but definitely kind of a crazy atmosphere. Let's see if I can stack it real quick, though. See what even stacking looks like currently. Kind of crazy as well. Yo, Jace, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bud. Honestly, thank you. Yeah, even stacking's having a hard time. It's not doing that great either. Let's see if I can actually just change it to solar system color. I don't know if it'll come in any better or not. Yeah, it's kind of tough. What am I missing? I don't even know. No clue. Get a little more exposure, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. Whoa! Open the telescope way too fast. First month, alright. I appreciate it, buddy. Honestly, thank you. Jace is sure a great name. Have telescopes too. Maybe I'll look at it too. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah, definitely do it. Jupiter's such a beautiful planet. That's a really beautiful planet. Yeah, it's a truly beautiful planet. I did just a few seconds ago. I don't know, just a second ago I live stacked it. When I did this, this is live stacking. Process called live stacking. So this is the raw view, and this is live stacking, where you just put all the frames on top and align them. You get kind of a decent view. But honestly, I was not planning to do a lot of like planetary views today. I was actually ready to go and call it a night. I won't lie. How was the other night? What to do? Oh, George, definitely George. Yeah. Is it focusing without AI? Yep, that's correct. I gotta hit a button over here. I gotta hit a button to make it focus. Like, for example, if I wanted to focus back 50 steps, and we hit the back button, 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 then we get way out of focus eventually. Then we come back at it, we'll go 50 steps back, and then usually I drop it from 50 to about 6 steps once I get really close to focus. I don't use any AI in what I do here. No person's ever been to Jupiter itself. Oh, we gotta try to get back in focus again. Or close to. Close to. Just one of those nights. A little crazy. Whoa! Moving too fast. We'll go back to the moon. We can. Go back up here. Turn off our brightness because, man, the moon's so dang bright when we get there. Hopefully you guys can still see Jupiter's out there somewhere. Jupiter doing Jupiter stuff out there. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and... You guys want to see the telescope, by the way, when it moves over? I know some people like to actually look at the telescope, especially when it's kind of flying. Let me kind of put it up here. There we go. Anyways, on the moon, and 3, 2, 1, and away. Over we go. Bring out some of the brightness real quick. And the moon. The moon. Now we gotta focus on the moon, which we'll do that here in a minute. Let's get to the edge where the impact craters are. Hi, Balak, how you doing? Hi, sounds good, Vincent. Have a good night, brother. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Dude, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Doing focus. 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 Probably go just past focus probably here, but we'll see how that handles. We'll see how that looks. But my toes are definitely cold, y'all. I'm almost ready to call it a night for sure. My toes are getting cold. Man, tonight we still the moon. Nice. The moon does got acne. It does got acne. $5:50 a.m. for you. Very cool. Someone's losing Kenzie. Jeez, that's so true right now. That's so darn true. Why are we flying so fast? There we go. I stream every night. I try to. As long as we got clear skies, I try to stream every night. Clicking Jupiter's core over millennium. For what to happen, Ben? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that gets collected, but for what to happen? Like, for it to become a star? To have enough mass? Is that what you're asking? Change some clean and clear, right? Let's see, we're able to sit in the hot tub and broadcast. Dude, that'd be pretty awesome. Like, sitting in a hot tub, by the way, when it's snowing is actually a really cool experience. And some of the critters bright. They're younger impact critters. Don't want to be all gas. It's not exactly all gas, but most of it is. Oh my goodness. Sneeze. How do you end up staying up for the full moon or full night? Start getting, depends on the night. Some of my live streams can go like 8-9 hours. Other nights like tonight, I've only been live for an hour and 50 minutes. We'll probably get right in though. Thanks guys, appreciate it. I appreciate that. Honestly, thank you. I don't even want to listen to myself for hours. I won't lie. My goodness. No, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Hey, Zodiac. How's it going? Like, how do people believe that? Believe what? I'm not too sure what you're saying there, Paco. There's a few people out there believe the moon's flat. Oh, I got it. What you're saying. I got what you're saying. Yeah, they just like to be something. I don't know. There's something different. Just something different, I guess. Hi, Jenin. How you doing? Good morning. Live in light polluted smog state. Dang. Movie in the moon. Not with this setup. This is the most I can zoom out on this camera. This camera is really, really zoomed in compared to the bigger cameras we have. Moon viewing. Honestly, no, Jared. I have not. I honestly have not. But I know this. I'm ready to call it a night, y'all. My toes are getting chilly. Taking pictures, got flash photography. I got you. Hey, what up, in town? How you doing, bud? And if so, do you think that we've been visited? So I believe aliens do exist, but no, I do not believe that we've been visited. But hey, y'all, clear skies. Be awesome, be kind. I'm ready to get some rest. I'm not sure what the weather's supposed to do tonight. I know it's possibly going to snow here today. We shall see how that goes, though. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow or tonight. We'll see if the clouds stay away. If not, then obviously I won't be here. But clear skies, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Good night.